Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Bubblegum Reviews. My name is Steve, and today's review will be on the movie here next to me. We have Candyman. This is the original version with Tony Todd and Virginia Madsen. So this is a first time watch for me. I actually watched this last year, I believe. When I was going through some stuff during that time, I ended up watching this with what is now considered my ex, I guess. I feel weird saying that, but anyways, we watched this together. This is one that she watched once and told me that it scared the hell out of her and whatnot. So I wanted to see it, especially since I saw the second one first, which I believe I should not have done. I feel like I should have watched this first and then the second, or the newer one, the Jordan Peele version. Or actually, he's not the one that did it, but I think he had like something to do with the writing, or anyways. But yeah, so things I liked about this. The main thing I liked about this was Tony Todd. I am a huge Tony Todd fan. Like, I feel like that guy should have been in more stuff. Like, Tony Todd, in my opinion, could have played Shaft. Tony Todd, in my opinion, could have played a lot of other things. I almost could see Tony Todd playing Blade, man. Like, he is a badass. He really is. But anyways, Tony Todd was the main thing. The other thing I did like was the gore in this. It wasn't too much, but it was really like, for its time, it was really good and well done. The costumes, I did hear that like during the filming of all the movies, he got stung quite a few times, but they also used like younger bees that were a certain age just so their stingers weren't fully grown and whatnot, just so people weren't getting continuously stung or anything like that. I didn't really care for his obsession with, I don't even remember her name, but Virginia Madsen. That's the one thing to me, it was like he was a little too obsessed with her. Um, so the older one, he's more of just a killer, and the newer one, I'm not going to say what else he is besides a killer, but that's the one thing I do like about the older one, because he's just like a bad guy. Other than that, there's not really a whole bunch for me to say. The other acting, like Virginia Madsen, did well. I'm trying to think who else was in this. I don't really remember right now off the top of my head, but overall, I was pretty well. Like, I felt like the acting in the older one was actually better than the one that just came out, I think, like last year or the year before. But anyways, director, we have Bernard Rose, who has done other stuff, but nothing I'm familiar with, so I'm not going to really mention any of his stuff, because this is literally it. This is all I've seen of his. IMDb gave this a 6.7 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 79%. Dog Bones gave it a 2 out of 4. I give it an 8 out of 10. The main reason I gave it that score was because during the time that I scored it was with me going through what I was and being able to watch it with who I watched it with made it that score. If it wasn't, like, if it was now, I'm probably 80% sure the score would be lower. I'm not saying it was a bad movie, or I'm not saying it would be like super low or anything, but the circumstances made it what it was, and that's what it is. So Bubblegum Reviews gave it a 8 out of 10, like I said. Box office, we have 25.8 million on a budget of 30, so it was in the negative 4.2 mil. Man, that's unfortunate for two reasons. One, because of the thing I'm about to tell you. This was actually Tony Todd's favorite role and movie of his own. And for me, let's see, I've seen him in another movie, the TV show Criminal Minds. He did a good job, but he was only barely in that. This definitely, Tony Todd he was fantastic in this. Like, he was really did really good. Eddie Murphy was also considered for the role of Candyman, and I am glad they didn't give it to him, because they literally said he was too short, and it's true. Candyman needed to be a bigger, scarier guy. Eddie Murphy's not really that big. So that's it for that. That's the up next on my watch list, which I think I'm about to finish that here in the next little bit. But so this will either be my next review, Little Miss Sunshine, or it'll be a movie called 513. It's either 513 or 513 degrees. I don't know. It's weird because like IMDb says one thing and Google says another. So it's either 513. I'm going to say 513 because that's what I have it written down as. It's got Danny Trejo and Tom Sizemore. So if you look up those two in a movie, you'll probably pull up the movie. That'll most likely be my next review because I'm trying to pull through the ones that I watched in my downtime when I had my little hiatus. I'm trying to get through those, and most of those were movies that I actually don't have the copy of. So I'm trying to get through those and watch these as I'm doing that. So do like 2 off, 1 on, 2 off, 1 on kind of thing. So yeah, anyways, that's it for that. You guys have a good day. Like and subscribe. Check out my Letterboxd and my eBay, and that is it. I see you guys next time.